4 after 9. This is Kessben. Pacho wajo any. Thank you so much. Mamin ko ahomane so na menye adwuma we e Zoom ne so emra na yedi enkomo. Dr. Boating lecturer senior Boabin Fachame. Dr. Boabin senior lecturer University of Ghana na anope mini no edi enkomo na adia chief of staff ekopie mo menshia na wakoka affirmative action bill no ɛho asɛm ɛde ato otumfo anim sɛ ɔmfa na no entum esan sɛ baabi a ɛnneɛma ɛkeka kɔ no ɛne ɛma contribution in our national body politic no ɛwɔ form. Doc, otimenka good morning empom to say.
Good morning. Eradi adom ɛho yɛ pa na mo nso ɛ.
Eradi adom yɛn so yɛ ho yɛ pa. We are grateful sɛ anope wagye yɛ so nso.
Good. That's it.
And the other kind say you can affirmative action law and a bill at the end of the
Yo medical afa kwanya so na machia wa hwefo na etifo nyina no masan so do asibi for the opportunity or the amount say enso e mechere adwen am say you can say affirmative action na you can call asetena nipakuo binum wo mu a ase ebinum aka fom eja ebi mpem bebre ya na e ka affirmative ya na e de adwene ko ema ne mema so da bi affirmative action kire se nipakuo binu ejina ho a ade a omo ye no baako e wo soro pa na baako ate aka fom.
Okay.
Enti kwan ye ba obefa so ama de wate aka fom no aba beto de wo soro no ana se gap no be kɔ fom no. Mra bi ebeba policy bi ebeba je bi ebeba abema de wate aka fom no ebekɔ nanima akɔto de osoro no ene friend say affirmative action enti betimi aba say ye hwekora bi atwam no na omayimu education na part of the country etimi kɔsoro chen part bi aban bi ba Kwame Nkrumah time was say mra we nie efi na ekɔ ufiri ha okɔ a wontua school fees say bibi ebema omo aka chire na ba beto omo a omo wa advantage no.
Okay.
Nti yes by the bad man memamu a e wonsusu yese aman bebre so nema bebre hu aman no akafom yenu aman no ma no makachire nti emra ene policies any programs any resources bia between the aman no no so akanya omo ho aba beben so man to mema no kra no a no na friend say affirmative action.
Now, baby, you drew as a country. Ya toto mano ejejemuana. Affirmative action bill ye kanwasemi. I don't mind bedroom for so many years now. Yentimi empase. Is there any level of fear on the side of men and our men in general? Say ye passes amreya. Sebi womo positions be a crowd womono emano ever besnache from monsemuana. The reason for the delay of the passage of the bill.
Oh, it will be difficult to tell all the reasons, but and yes, Ghana and I be brimie mema no yetutu ye nyama ne ye hirenom ene ma me no ma jejemu ai person mo kasie. Number one reason ye hwehwemu a ye research ne ye hu ne se cultural yamamre endemic kan ye ho enti no as you hunu anything wrong say a man aka chiri.
Okay.
And ya man nko na ehu ne sa ye nua no man nkasankasan so no ditum omu hu anything wrong say o maka chiri enti no say kaye benya mra bi na I encourage ama o maba no ade a eye but I was say it me address cultural issues no nyesa ye pass law no cross still no ye he parliament ni nyama because I said it, you know.
Very well. Eti ye passembra no na ahokeka bia ma. I mean, eniema no because why I said it na. But I mean, to a far extent, you know, emrano proposals ni be say political parties, you know, must take up the opportunity. Yes. Say womu be make certain allocations to Emma in particular. For instance, ebia ye kwa kopre emrahye bedwa akonya ye were over 275 constituencies across the country. Now political parties, can decide say ebia emu 50 and 60 to 70 there constituencies be a ma air contest yemma obia any woman en contest yemma ko continkro na afi woman entimi running on the ticket of the political parties. And now to a far extent, how do we position the women in this contest? Ebema woman so confidence, etimi abasho na woman timi enter certain places all this one I dominated by a member.
Yes, I agree with you. But the bill, the position, enforce political parties in the section China or farmer. The political party be even though bill no there, but a discretionary. They can decide not to do it. Obey anything. The toss will be able to say, I'm here so a bedroom baby. Yes, these constituencies, the young farmer and the NDC, Afoba, CPP, NPP, the other I being your bar. Amana Abe Emrashibidum. One political party will have the caliber of people are war. The be an uni oba. And the other of the day, no, ya and here, a bit so sacrifice quality kakra. And Tiam said there are so many ways you bet me encourage in your man. But I couldn't say one Casan crown. I'm confident level now, what the position more, or more the sumo yana or from kakra. Obi catch them say, "What the man kwa crab sponsor no crash on contest here." Was a menko. Said and several other factors. Ekun etia wo mo. Nti very good ti enya mrano a. But enya mrano a enkyere say there be say Beijing badada. Nti that's what it home. Nti no be hia say ye hwe ya mamre ni bi. Na afei ye hye o mo nkran o kwan bebre so. Na afei family no so e wo role obi o ha kanye ni kura nkobeko be man nti ontime nko de be nya se tutu nyina holistically asoman no nyina boom na nkofa na se mre bi beda ho nko ade a yenu amanom beko very important. Yes.
Dog Junaso kakramame na enkomo ya ye de otumfo de na no atumubi ma yentie otumfo se tutu abebio the second emra na afi yentu ankomodie ni so
ye ni yes ne mema no enti amanyokuo no nyina anyi adwesi ebemma ma no kwan bo mu so aba ni mu kama ya no Rwanda High Commission abachi amewa oba e wo kaso mu krom amanyo fie ho no emma dɔɔso sene mɛma president no cabinet mu emma no so dɔɔso sene mɛma o kan say no na mani abeto Ghana edi na chief of staff o kasa affirmative action de no na ma dwe ba say ye ni emra pressure homokra no emma no enuru bebraduo no asesen di ni nyina wo se yehwema wo mu nyina ba animu so mo kɔ mrahye ho no a edwomu asem wo mu nim nim dwadie ho asem nim fie said ye siti enkola ho asem ti ya hyehyɛ mra bia wo ho a ye mo kwan no so kyerɛ ya adwuna bɛbo amana ye ya manyoko no nyina ye nhwɛ sɛ ma ye bepie no ma me akɔ enwuma wa ba adwuma o sɛ ankorankora adwuma nyina ye nhwɛ sɛ emma bɛkɔ ye nim wo mu atia me o sɛ nɛ de ye nanan moda ye de aduanan ne ye twɛn sɛ ye bɛkɔ akɔhwɛ na agya ye hunu tete the Atiaka Muena Asaba. Say Nipe by Jananan Manem Dauma Papa.
Kessben 92.0.
Doc, Utumeka, this is Otumfo speaking. And yes, making a comparative analysis of what we have as a country and then even nearby Rwanda. And so the woman so woman ama ema the opportunity. But the very critical question, and it's in recent times, and especially going into Afiwe Abatuono, Ora John Dramani Mahama as selected Oba as the running mate. A lot of people as well call it the NPP so and select Oba to become a running mate. Is this the beginning of ensuring Emma will have a place when it comes to our national governance and then the topmost positions Yawo Ewo Kroma?
Yes, me jitum fa baby say
Kessben 92.1
inya oba or even presidential slot to cry no am saying encourage because ye can ye the two ho esa say Africa democracy the Ghana ye di animu enti no ebraso na nyese bia NDC ayi oba nti o say chinchina NPP ayi oba em say man na ye ka mo ho asem no wo hwe competence a wo hwe o mo caliber and o mo quality a they can match Obama Bia by all standards. So man okay. Better than Memani Bibra. And you see that perspective there. Everything I can say any MPP so Oba in fact any pedigree in Yuma why and I say also bet me I say party no ejitumwa. A Kobasa advantage a party no and say na I cancel the gender advantage opponent no no. So okay. Then they can even compare the two ladies. Say, oh, mobile one is strong in governance, and that will give them an upper hand, and that will also satisfy your quest. And as I pray, say, Yema Emma Emrasrono.
Yes, but that level, no, you drew one because we hear all the three major arms of government. When it comes to the judiciary, on about 3 consecutive occasions, Yenya Emma Womo aheaded that institution. Over the legislature, once upon a time, former Speaker of Parliament, Joyce Bamford Addo was there as the speaker. And, you know, I mean, when it comes to the ultimate, which is the presidency and the executive arm, no, and all this one, the number 1 and number 2 positions, you know, yenya ema. Baby, I yedru say, no, yedru wa na, will Ghanaians be willing to accept wholeheartedly, say, Oba Emra Meye the second to the ultimate position, yewo ewo maimo.
Oh, Nisamudi, it is long overdue. The other 2 arms, no, Oman Koya deputies,
exactly.
Yes. And in a way, say if they are being given a second slot, sir, I'm say Moroso. And now Ghanaians acceptance there. Say NPP and so you oba. You enemy say 500 do be abekan. Then about to only MPP ni NDC.
Okay.
It means yen Ghana for you be say yadwene near coma. And in fact, I think said there are several arguments say that slot no oba handler you bet me nya better service. Cry chain sank be a meme bia. And I think say we are yiniatra a brason. Say be nya oba we be jina ho yin nim. So obey said yes, see my shazi you muti dia. Why not? It's timely.
Very well. Now it serves you right because NDC adore a year one more running mate, Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman, the UPSC auditorium, and your comment on it, and then how should the party entirely position the candidature of a year Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman to be able to, I mean, so to speak, attract the gender-based voter, Ebeba, going into this election?
From analytical point of view, NDC will have to do a lot of work because the first time I'm farmer, Menyesho said she added much in terms of gender. And she's a very fine lady by all standards, but when it comes to politics and governance, on yet all that strong. Until then this will have to package her very well. During those years and on the company do how many macra or my kind of no cry, I don't ask I remember. Part name man Ukrainian energy. And you know, Ben here said,
is it a case a party in the position to attract the following and now say yeah man Akwenya to be on certain major platforms or also be exhibiting what she actually has in her?
Oh, it's not the platform. Even the smaller platforms, how was she able to use it, to utilize it to attract the few people and answer the audience? And when you talk about politics, especially in Africa, it is masculine in nature. And you share on more man or Matimi NDC MPP, who shall no Mujina, or you many at the member. Yes, they're able to. Enti se kofa obi na se no de se nka ye Europe no ho ba bia nko mo nka hwe. Ba ha de ho hia e pa. Enti no eno nyina ka ho na se training bi na be ya na orientation bi na bia support bi se de be ya abre bia no obeba limelight na ne because unsa obi ha okasa kra se ma oka no very important. But told now they kasa no kra no uti ahwa obeda. And how does it convince people? Yes, obi also asema oka no sabi o bibia nhye da nim. But star no vim ne energy na ode be kasem no anhwe a wo de oye bia obegyae no atie no.
Okay.
And it's very important. That charisma no very important in politics today and in Ghana, which I don't think she has.
Now, wrapping it up, a lot of people are calling for the chief of staff to become a running mate to Dr. Bawumia. Or compare on a profile, I mean, they are almost within the same age bracket. Answer on the university level, any idea? Is it really needed? Sir, I mean, such callings, ebeba. And then will she be a very good partner to Dr. Bawumia, the candidate of the NPP?
Well, comparing them, as I said, okay, say they both be in the academia, and then, but if you look at the background of the chief of staff, she was, in fact, she was my MP for 2 terms.
Ayawaso West
Wogon for 2 terms. From there, almost waye BBAB, waye Juma for UN, kakra background that. And now, one of the most critical and most important governance positions in our country here is the position of chief of staff. If anybody is able to handle that position, whatever position you give the person will be able to handle it. Because it's a position that is so sensitive. People come with all kinds of tricks and reasons, and yet this woman has been able to always weather the storm. His handle, you don't hear people having too many problems. Of course, you can't satisfy everybody. Even Jesus Christ came, you had problems with him. And so, but I think from my personal view and the little that I've learned from her, I think she's a very good material that if you compare her and Nana, we still have some time. Okay. I think she has an edge. When it comes to governance and politics, she has an edge. And if she's to join Bawumia, I think they will have a very interesting ticket. That balances religion, that balances the North-South divide, and that now is going to balance the gender divide. I think it will be a very good bet for MPP.
Very well. Doc, I'm very much grateful for your time. I'm grateful. Dr. Thomas Boabe and Yanino Edin Komono from the University of Ghana, senior lecturer as well, speaking to us 22 after 9. Kessben.